Hey, what's up everybody? Malakith here, and welcome, for those who do not recognize it, to ARK Survival Evolved. Now, usually this video slot would be taken up by Rebel Galaxy, but instead I'm going to use it to, I'll say pimp a server that I'm playing on. So, I've been playing ARK kind of off camera because a lot of it's running around hitting rocks and trees and gathering resources to build a base and all that stuff that's not amazingly interesting to see. Occasionally it's punctured with, you know, going and raiding people or finding blueprints for electrical generators, apparently. Which are slightly more interesting, but for the most part it's not great for long-form watching. However, I do know that quite a few people play ARK, and if they are looking for a server to join, recently sort of found one set up by some people I know, which is only recently started, so it's not heavily populated. There's not huge tribes running around. I think the largest tribe is 3 people. There's a few distinct groups. It is PvP enabled, and because the sort of settings that are set are what are going to govern a lot of people's interest, I'll just quickly run through those. So there's 3 times tame time, so you can tame things 3 times quicker. There's 3 times XP gain, so you level up quicker. There's 2 times resource gain on basic resources, so that's thatch, wood, stone, possibly metal. So it lets you get established faster, but doesn't kind of result in a ridiculous arms race to the end of the tech tree. There is 5 times boost on breeding, so you can grow those little eggs into dinosaurs far faster, because some of the basic tame times at the moment are that you have to sit there and hand feed things for 5 hours or more, which is a little obscene. So that's been dropped by 5 times. So what would have taken 5 hours will now take an hour, and what would have taken 50 minutes will now take 10. So on and so forth. And as this is the day after the Gigantosaurus patch has come out, you'll also be pleased to know that the taming of one of those is disabled. Now, the thing will still be running around. It can still run up to you wild and munch your face off. But there will be no taming of it because it just destroys stone bases far too quickly. And it will basically... people will hide one until you log off, run along and destroy your base with it. And we don't really want to encourage that. PvP is welcome, but needlessly griefing people's bases into the dirt, not so much. So the details for the server will be down in the description. I'll make sure all of that's updated. There's not a dedicated TeamSpeak server, although some people in it do use one, so if you end up joining their tribe, I'm sure they will hand you the details. For the guys that don't have the game and are just interested as to what the hell's going on, you may have noticed that I'm on a giant white frog. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's a Beelzebufo. However you're meant to pronounce that, who knows. As you can see, he hops along nicely. You can avoid most things by doing that. You just boing and you're away from them. To attack, he has a... let's see, if I go first person, you'll be able to see this. You lick things with a tongue. I think it has a narcotic effect and can knock things unconscious, but don't quote me on that one. Alternatively, you can right click and you get like a... oh, it's not showing it. Let's go this way. Get a tongue sweep for an AoE effect. And the other really nice feature of him is tied in with one of the other newer... I want to say dinosaurs, but it's not. They're the animal. That's the word I'm looking for. There's an ant... well, there's 2 species of ant. One flies, one runs along the ground. And there's a sort of dragonfly. If this thing eats the corpses of those, it generates a load of chitin, which is a resource that you use for crafting armor and various other things. Also, it just produces cement paste. I'm guessing it's meant to sort of excrete out of the pores of the frog. Now, we're in the area of those sorts of bugs, so if I can find some, I can show you. It's just finding the little buggers because they're difficult to see, and it doesn't help that I've picked this time of day either. Some of the other new dinos are these ones you can see in front of us. Here's Paracers. Now, these can also have a platform saddle on the back, so you can build a little base on them. I think there's a... oh, spider. Yeah, those are out and about now as well. So the platform saddle can hold, I think it's 32 objects, so you can't build a monstrous base that weighs a ton on the back of it, but you can get a fairly effective mobile thing going. And I think one of the guys on this server actually has a sort of a convoy of them with all sorts of turrets and things on them. Well, I say turrets. One of the other newer things is something called Species X, which is a type of plant you can grow which acts like a turret. But you have to keep it watered and fertilized and all those kind of things. So I think he's got some of them on the back. They're not difficult to get access to, so you don't have to be amazingly high level. Not succeeding very well at finding these bugs. And it's getting exceedingly dark, at which point visibility will drop to nothing on the video, and I won't be able to show you anything anyway. But anyway, it was just a quick shout out in case some of you are interested in an ARK server. Hit me up in the comments if you want further details or have any further questions. And hopefully I'll see some of you in the server. I'm sure you will no doubt come and find my base and leave me nasty messages after you've stolen all of my equipment. But never mind. That's the good thing about notes and signs. You can leave them for your foes to find. Just remember, revenge. Revenge will be forthcoming. So, hopefully you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.